All right, thanks, Coach. League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Tennessee Titans. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Don't get nervous.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Partner, is that what you call a quick hitter? That was actually a bolt of lightning, wasn't it? Right out of the gate.
And, of course, on the heels of him winning AFC Offensive Player of the Week 1 week ago. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, I got him. That's me.
Now it's Henry. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
On second down, here's Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Check 53. You better be afraid of me.
Mariota on the delay to Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Derrick Henry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Mike, right here.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And caught by Henry. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Of course, he was solid last week. AFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, he's playing at a level right now where he's just breaking down defenses. Makes me remember when I was playing and my defensive back coach told me, listen, if you give up a touchdown pass, that's on me. I didn't coach you well enough. If you give up a second one, that's on you. And if there's a third one, I'm getting someone else in the game.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Mariota to throw it. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously cost one.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now Mariota. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. First carry for Nick Chubb. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
54 miles. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
Set, 20. Mike 54. Mike 54. Go,
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
180. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 42.
And the Browns first down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Titans, nothing. Greg Joseph to kick off for Cleveland.
Joseph now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Mariota hands to Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Check 13. Check 13.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jannard Avery coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield. That one complete. He finds Sharp. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
180. Watch the screen.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Undercrush. Hey, alert 33. Hey, alert 33. Hurry.
Mayfield with it once more. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Mariota. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Henry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
That's what I do.
Throwing is Mariota. And his pass incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
I got you, son. One. 53 to Mike. 53.
From the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Chubb on 1st down, able to work his way forward for about 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
1st down, Browns.
Mayfield now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and 2, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here we go.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Nick Chubb stopped short. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Mariota. He completes it to Henry. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Wild Bill, Wild Bill. Check the backer, check the backer. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Mayfield looks to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
54 Mike. You gonna get this, boy? You regular. You think you gonna get this? Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Third and long for Mayfield. That's taken in by Callaway. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hurry! Get him, you got it. 44 is the mic. 44. Run. You remember me?
Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3-and-out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check.
Now Mariota. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. 3rd and long here for Mariota. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Real. Don't be scared of it. Check.
Now Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
54, right there.
Throwing, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting down.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Joseph now to kick this one away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wind up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base? Bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Mariota to throw it. And caught by Henry. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Where are they, team? Check. Chopper.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They're already slim. Hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. This is Henry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Man, I got you. One.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Blue 18. Check. Watch one.
Draw play. This is Henry. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Again, it's Henry. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Here's Mariota. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Titans first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Oh, here we go.
Mariota on 1st down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Mariota. Forced out to his left. He's got Smith here. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. To throw Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
All day, just like that. One.
To the air again, Mariota. Complete, it's Henry. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Larry Ogunjobi in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mariota on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Browns defense stands tall. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
21 yards. First down, Browns.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want Hey, you don't want to see me.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was Baker Mayfield who led the way. The #1 pick in 2018. He showed why he was so coveted.
And it was interesting because you remember headed into the draft in 2018, the projections on where Baker Mayfield was going to go, it varied. But rarely did anyone suggest he would go #1 overall. And he did. Showed exactly why. It's not just how he plays. It's not just his arm and his vision. It's the leadership. It's the toughness. It's the moxie that he exhibits. And his teammates just feed off of it.
So for the Browns, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.